In 2020, there are a new virus has appeared. This new virus is causing an illness, and we call it as coronavirus or Covid-19. The coronavirus is easy to catch and is spreading all over the world right now. Covid-19 can affect our breathing system. It can cause a serious lung infection and other vital organs. The symptoms of COVID-19 can occur from 2 until 14 days to appear. They usually consist of fever, dry cough, and tiredness. Usually, some people, including children, may experience mild symptoms. So, we have to protect ourselves, our family, and our community. But this virus not just can affect our health, it also can affect our lifestyle and change our lifestyle. The meaning of lifestyle is the typical way of life of an individual, group, and culture. So the question is, should we reset our priorities? Should we realign our finances? Should we rethink our careers? I'm Muqris. Join me and my team in decoding surviving COVID-19.
Resetting our priorities. First, our relationship with family and friends. Often we see or experience working in fully focus without thinking or having thoughts of anything else in this world. This is the life before COVID-19. Before COVID-19 strikes, we tend to focus more about our other priority till we forget the people that we love, including family and friends. Maybe because we were too busy focusing on making money or working or studying or anything that distracts us from thinking our loved ones. When COVID-19 happens and quarantine started, we are asked to stay home with our family, or for the unfortunate ones, stay in a place that you need to be quarantined for a long period of time. This makes us think more of our family. For the lucky one, they learn how to appreciate their family time at home, while the other part will be sad about not going home to spend time with family. This makes us rethink about our family and friends, how precious and valuable they are to us is a no doubt. Next is our health and wellness. When quarantine happened, we have nothing to do. Thus, doing something healthy would make us feel alive. For instance, working out in a house or exercise or anything to blow off the sweat. This helps us to maintain our healthy lifestyles and think about how important it is to take care of your health. Seeing COVID-19 as a health lesson makes us more aware of our health physically and mentally. And last but not least, our environment. Environment plays a vital role in our world. This pandemic realized us that nature is inevitable. Also, nature works around us very importantly. Without nature, we'll all be nothing. Taking care of the environment is as important as taking care of our health. The first and foremost is to have positive environment for our mental health. Clean environment for our physical health. Also, both helps in spiritually. Therefore, we're thinking about the importance of environment, pretty much the lesson of COVID-19. To help and to cure the environment is our responsibility as a human being in this world. Moving on to the next point.
The next part of the video will be explaining about how to rethink our careers during the COVID-19 pandemic. When the pandemic strikes, many people were rushed to spend their money on basic needs due to the enforcement of the quarantine. Panic buying is not a great way to deal with a crisis, especially at such an early stage, where a lot of the effects of the pandemic has not yet to be seen. This causes the shortage of stock due to the lack of time for the buyers to restock the items. After the situation stabilizes, buying groceries in bulk becomes a norm among the people. The supplier's effort to ensure sufficient stock and the stay-at-home trend became the perfect formula to normalize panic buying. People are able to buy products in large quantities without worrying the lack of supply in the future. There's also a change of trend in the type of items bought by the consumers. According to Celine Pennuti, the head of the European Food, Home and Personal Care Research, outdoor products such as cosmetics faces a sharp decline in sales. Employees who work from home does not find cosmetics as a necessity like before. For skincare products such as sun care, the restrictions in traveling reduces the demand dramatically. On the other hand, essentials and basic needs showed a growth in sale as medical products and groceries are highly demanded by the consumers. At the early stage of the crisis, many people failed to predict the aftermath on their life financially. Not preparing an emergency plan ahead of time causes most people to run out of budget earlier than they would expect. This is mostly caused by being relieved from their job positions over the economical downfall all over the world. Losing the ability to generate income in such a short notice causes some people to run out of money to support their cost of living. The battle with COVID-19 teaches people to establish a backup plan to prepare for the worst case scenario. Saving up to a year's worth of expenses is usually a great step in facing the unpredictable nature of the pandemic. Also focuses on excluding unnecessary expenses to secure sufficient savings for the emergency fund is highly recommended. When it comes to finance, prepare for the worst is a mandatory step to survive during the pandemic as the unstable state of the world economy threatens to collapse at any moment.
Based on a statistic by the Department of Statistics Malaysia, our country unemployment rate rose to 4.7% in October 2020. In a statement by Chief Statistician Tasrie Dr. Muhammad said that the labour force improved at a slower pace in October due to the increases in both employed and unemployed persons. He said the number of unemployed persons went up by 1.5% to 748,200 persons compared with September 2020. As a person that survived on a monthly pay or having a work that affected by COVID-19, you should be prepared and rethink about your career. You should have a multiple functional work experiences. Having a multifunctional experience is important as it can train you to be well versed in multiple work streams that require a diverse skill set, which protect you by making your career move more value adding and in turn more employable. Remember and be aware, no job is ever fully secure. There are many ways to have multifunctional exposures. First, internally, volunteer or take up new, sometimes multiple roles when opportunity arises. Secondly, externally, deliberately make a career switch or choose a different industry, but I would say this is quite an extreme step. And thirdly, passively, doing side hustle or hobbies that may value add to your career or skill set. With the ever-evolving economic environment, changes in regulation, and disasters such as SARS and COVID crisis can occur which can affect your business or the company that you work for. Having more than one specific skill set can be a lifesaver in this moment as you would have a safety net to take up new roles required to keep yourself employed and continue serving food on the table.
Now, we have reached the important part of this short documentary. Earlier, we have discussed a few important elements of our life, which are our daily priorities, finances, and careers. To sum up, we have agreed not to disagree that we really do need to reset our priorities, realign our finances, and rethink our careers. After a long time, now we are spending a good time with our family, like playing games. Now we are talking to our old friends and doing things that we didn't do before this pandemic started. COVID-19 also teaches people to create an emergency funds for current and the next future pandemic, which some of us might think this is not important to do. Not many people nowadays have lost their job in this year. This has made us to rethink our careers. Now we have to learn new things or diversify our career path by using our natural skills to create a new job. It's time to think, what will we leave for our next generations? Just material wealth? Is that enough? Let's think and take the right action after this pandemic ended soon. Lastly, stay safe and follow the right SOP to stop the spreading of COVID-19 among our community. Let's pray this pandemic will come to an end soon. Thank you.